Most people think Norway's fjords are only about dramatic cliffs and roaring waterfalls. But there's a quieter truth here. Between the famous viewpoints, there are small villages where the loudest sound is water lapping against wooden docks. Locals row boats at dawn, not for tourists, but because that's how their grandparents checked fishing nets. The fjords aren't just nature's cathedral. They're also someone's backyard, their morning commute, their front porch view. This isn't a place frozen in postcards. It's a living landscape that rewards those who slow down. Let's begin where the famous overlooks end and the gentle details appear. Geiranger Fjord is Norway's celebrity fjord. And yes, the viewpoints are stunning. But try visiting on a weekday morning in late May or early September. The cruise ships haven't arrived yet. You'll hear birds and the distant hum of a small ferry. Walk the old farm trails above the village. Families once carried milk down these paths. Now wildflowers grow between the stones. If you take the ferry across, sit outside, even if it's cool. The air smells like pine and salt. No need to rush to the famous overlook. Sometimes the view from the water, moving slowly, feels more honest. The fjord doesn't perform. It simply exists. Norway has 28 surviving stave churches, most built between 1150 and 1350. These aren't grand cathedrals. They're wooden, dark, intimate. Visit Ørnes or Borgund if you can. Entry is usually modest, around 10 to 15 euros. Inside, it's cool and dim. The air smells like old timber and centuries. You're not meant to rush through. Sit for a moment. Notice the carved dragons on the doorways, symbols borrowed from Viking ships. Christianity and older beliefs met quietly here. Outside, the churchyards are simple. Moss on headstones, birch trees nearby. These places aren't loud about their age. They just wait, patient and calm. Bergen is the gateway city, famous for its colorful Bryggen wharf. But skip the midday crowds. Come to the fish market around 7 in the morning. Locals buy salmon and mackerel for dinner. Vendors joke in Norwegian. The light is soft and silver. Nearby, walk up the cobbled lanes behind Bryggen. You'll find small bakeries where cinnamon buns are still warm. A cup of coffee costs about 4 euros. Yes, Norway isn't cheap, but the ritual is worth it. Sit by the harbor. Watch the boats. Bergen isn't trying to impress you here. It's just starting its day, and you're welcome to join quietly. The Effen routes, dropping from mountain plateau to fjord in an hour. It's popular, but not rushed. Sit on the right side going down for waterfall views. The train stops at Kjosfossen Waterfall. Everyone gets out for 5 minutes. Don't just photograph. Listen. The roar is immense, but the train whistle calls you back gently. Locals use this train too, not just tourists. You'll see someone reading a book, a child pressing their face to the window. It's transport and spectacle at once. When you arrive in Flom village, resist the urge to hurry onward. Walk along the fjord edge. The quiet returns quickly. Norway Fjord is a UNESCO site, narrow and dramatic. You can see it by ferry, but if weather allows, rent a kayak in Gudvangen or Flom. No experience needed for calm days. Rental costs around 40 to 60 euros for a few hours. Paddle slowly. The fjord walls rise over 1,000 meters on both sides. Your paddle dips make the only sound. Waterfalls trickle from cliffs. Seals sometimes surface nearby, curious and unbothered. This isn't an adventure sport here. It's a moving meditation. Stay close to shore. Respect the weather. The fjord is gentle when you're gentle with it. Afterwards, your arms will be tired, but your mind will feel clear and wide. Many Norwegian farms along the fjords offer simple guest rooms. Search for gård or gardsturisme when booking. You won't have hotel luxury, but you'll have quiet. Breakfast might include homemade brown cheese, flatbread, and berry jam from the valley. Your hosts work the land, tend sheep, cut hay. They're not tour guides, but if you ask kindly, they might show you the barn or the berry bushes. Rooms cost about 70 to 100 euros per night. In summer, the sun barely sets. You can read outside at 10 at night. The stillness is profound. This is where you remember that Norway isn't just scenery. It's someone's home, offered with gentle hospitality. Yes, the viewpoints are famous. Stegestein, Dalsnibba, Trolltunga if you're fit and patient. But approach them differently. Go early or late. Bring a thermos of tea. Don't just take the photo and leave. Sit on the edge, feet dangling if it's safe, and breathe. Notice how the light changes in 5 minutes. Watch clouds move through the valley below. These spots are popular because they offer perspective, literally. You're reminded of scale. Your worries shrink a little. That's not a cliché. It's a real physical feeling. Respect the barriers. Don't rush others. Share the silence. Then, when you're ready, walk back down slowly. The view is still with you. It rains often in the fjords. Don't fight it. Norwegians have a saying, there's no bad weather, only bad clothing. Bring a good rain jacket. Waterproof boots help. On rainy days, waterfalls swell and roar. The mountains disappear into low clouds, then reveal themselves slowly. Colors deepen. The greens are greener. Sit in a cafe with a window. Order a cinnamon bun and watch the rain on the fjord. You'll see locals biking past, unbothered, kids playing outside. Rain isn't an inconvenience here. It's just weather. You're not missing anything. You're seeing Norway as it actually is. And that, quietly, is the point of being here. The ferries here aren't tourist boats. They're public transport, connecting villages where roads can't reach. Buy a ticket at the dock, usually 10 to 20 euros depending on distance. Sit inside if it's cold, or brave the deck. Locals nod hello. They're used to visitors now, patient and kind. The ferry moves slowly, stopping at small docks. Someone's grandmother gets on with shopping bags. A teenager with a backpack gets off. You're part of the rhythm, not separate from it. Watch the water. Watch the light. This isn't sightseeing. It's participating, even if you don't speak Norwegian. That's enough. If you visit between late May and mid-July, the sun barely sets. This is the midnight sun. It's disorienting at first. You'll feel tired, but the light says morning. Locals hang blackout curtains. But try staying up one night. Walk along the fjord at 11, midnight, 1 in the morning. The light is soft, golden, endless. Birds still sing. You might see someone fishing. Time feels suspended. You're not losing sleep. You're gaining a strange, gentle magic. Bring a sleep mask for your room, yes, but give yourself one night to feel what endless light does to your sense of time and worry. It dissolves both, quietly. Here's what surprised me most. It wasn't the views, though they're extraordinary. It wasn't the waterfalls or the villages. It was the sound of nothing. Stand anywhere away from roads. Close your eyes. You hear wind, water, birds, your own breath. That's all. In our regular lives, silence is rare. Here, it's the default. Your nervous system notices. Your shoulders drop. Your thoughts slow. This isn't mystical. It's just what happens when the background noise stops. The fjords don't give you answers. They give you space to hear your own questions. And sometimes, that space is the kindest gift a place can offer. A few gentle reminders. Norway is expensive. Plan about 150 to 200 euros per day, including modest lodging and meals. Summer, June through August, is warmest but busiest. Late May and September offer fewer crowds and soft light. Respect nature. Pack out all trash. Stay on trails. Norwegians value quiet and personal space. A nod hello is enough. Learn takk for thank you. Most speak English well, but effort is appreciated. Don't rush from viewpoint to viewpoint. Choose 2 or 3 fjords. Stay longer. Depth over breadth. This isn't a checklist. It's an invitation to slow down and feel what slowness offers. Now, let's close with one quiet thought. I came to Norway expecting drama. Cliffs, waterfalls, iconic views. And yes, those are here. But what stayed with me was smaller. The taste of brown cheese on homemade bread, the weight of silence at a viewpoint after everyone left, the way a ferry captain waved to a farmer on shore. The fjords are beautiful, but beauty isn't the whole story. They're patient. They've been shaped by ice over millennia. They don't demand anything from you. They simply exist and invite you to exist alongside them, without performance or urgency. If you let them, the fjords teach you that peace isn't found, it's remembered. And sometimes, you just need the right quiet place to remember. If this felt calming, you might enjoy our Calm Travel Guides playlist, where we explore other quiet corners of the world with the same gentle pace. We visit places not to conquer them, but to sit with them, to listen, to notice small details that guidebooks skip. From Scottish islands to Japanese temples, we believe travel is less about ticking boxes and more about letting a place change you, softly. Thank you for spending this time with the fjords. May you carry a little of their patience with you, wherever you go next. Until we meet again, stay curious, stay gentle, and keep finding beauty in the quiet spaces.